Good morning. It's another Quell's Car Chronicle, and it's driving to work, thinking, and how many of us are like in a routine and we stay in our routine. We don't stop to take a moment to take it all in, to take in the fact that we woke up this morning, to take in the fact that we made it through another day, to take in the fact that we're blessed, that we may not be where we want to be, but we're further along than we were previously. I think a lot of times we just get so caught up in the thing, like the day-to-day things that we have to do, that we forget to breathe in the success, the small victories that we have on a day-to-day basis. We are always moving forward, always, okay, well, I have to do this, I have to get this done, I have to, get the kids ready, I have to cook dinner, I have to go to work, I have to, I gotta stop and get gas, I have to figure out what I'm gonna cook, I have to go grocery shopping, I have to do this, I have to, my gallon of water just fell on the floor. I have to figure out, I have to pick the kids up, or I have to put them on the bus, or just, we're always moving, and we don't take the time to just stop, breathe, reflect, to give ourselves the space to say, I did that, I accomplished that. Just the small things that build up to the huge moments of success for us. So I encourage you today to take a moment, look around you, look at the small victories in your life, and be thankful. Tomorrow's not promised. Later on today isn't promised. When you leave this earth, you want to know that you've made your mark. My grandmother would always say that when I leave the earth, I want to leave empty, meaning that I have accomplished everything that I was put on this earth to do. So when you leave, you want to leave empty. Give it your all. Love hard. Laugh hard. It's not always easy. It's not. Life's not easy. But we have to get back to doing the things that that make us happy. Figuring out what makes you happy. Figuring out what you're born to do. Because it goes in line with the moving. Because it's like I'm supposed to do this, I have to do this, and we don't go with the passion in life, the purpose in life, because we were told, well, you have to do this, I have to pay my bills, so I have to work. Is this the job I want to be on? No, but these bills don't stop coming, so I have to get out and work. Even sometimes in relationships, we stay in situations because of what we think other people will think if we leave. Oh, well, you look like you have this amazing situation on the outside, from the outside looking in. But no one goes home with you. No one knows the struggles that you go through behind closed doors. I've been there, wanting to prove people wrong, not wanting to hear I told you so. But I had to make a decision for me to say, you know what? My mental and emotional and physical stability and health is more important than what other people may think. Because you don't have to deal with this. I do. So I had to make a decision for me. And it wasn't easy at first, because it was comfortable chaos to where I knew what the situation was. I knew how to maneuver in the situation. I knew the triggers. So I would kind of walk on eggshells in the situation. But that wasn't fair to me. And this picture that I was painting of this happy life wasn't what I was going home to. So I had to make a decision. Again, taking my happiness back, taking my peace. It's not always easy. People want, quick solutions, easy answers, microwave, solutions. It's not that way. It's just like when you, say for instance, you have a cake, right? Or a pie. People that bake, it's a process. Putting in the right ingredients. Measuring is huge in baking, because wrong measurements will mess everything up. So not only do you have to have the right ingredients, you have to have the correct portions of the correct ingredients. And then you put it all together, you mix it up, you do your little taste test, because I don't know about anybody else, but growing up, my mom and my grandmother, great-grandmother used to bake. And then when I started baking, the cake batter, like after you poured it into the pans, and that leftover cake batter, oh my gosh, I used to love it. I would just, and you spoon it up and you just eat. Heaven in a bowl. Okay, but all those ingredients together, you're mixing them up, and then you put them in the oven, and you have to be quiet. You gotta, let it do its thing, and it takes time. But once it's ready, because you smell it, it smells good. That aroma starts to fill the house. You take it out, but you have to make sure that it's ready. So you do your test. You just do it with the toothpick. Put your toothpick in there, bring it out, boom, it's ready. But you can't eat it just yet. You gotta let it cool off. Put your frosting on there, and then you're ready to eat it. But it was a process. You wouldn't have that same outcome if you put all those ingredients, if you didn't measure the ingredients properly, didn't use all the ingredients that you needed, and you put it in the microwave. Or if you did use all the proper ingredients and correct portions and you put it in the microwave, you're still not gonna get the same result. Why? Because some things take time. Sometimes we have to sit back, take a moment, collect ourselves, reflect on what is going on. What do I need from this situation? Is this what's best for me? Are these ingredients what I need to be the best me, to get the best out of this situation? What you need to succeed might not be what I need. What makes you happy, the things that come together to make you happy, may not be the same for me. And that's okay. It's perfectly okay. It's okay to love a person and not be the best thing for them. It's okay. It's okay to have a friend that you would do anything for, and understand that, you know what? There are some things that you do that don't feel well with me. They don't fit well. And that's okay. It's okay. It's okay for something to not be what you envisioned it to be. We go into a situation, no one goes into a situation, well, I hope not, goes into a situation knowing that this isn't going to work. Right? You have to have some type of hope, even if it's a small amount of hope, that the situation is going to work out for your good. No one goes into a situation expecting heartbreak, expecting heartache. Do we experience it from time to time? Absolutely. But we don't go into a situation with the mindset of, this is going to hurt me. There's some type of hope that we have that it's going to work out the way that we want it to. Like I said, it doesn't always happen, but that's our hope. I think the feeling of failure comes when we get into a situation and we've given it our all and we've done everything that we know to do and it doesn't work. And then we're like, well, I did everything I was supposed to do. I did everything I knew how to do, and it still didn't work. Guess what? It's okay. It's okay. Take a moment, gather your thoughts, gather your strength, because leaving a situation that's not working out for you, that's not bringing you peace, that's interrupting your mental, physical, emotional stability, breaking out of that is hard. There are a lot of different factors for people that make leaving situations hard, and no one can, there's not a blueprint, because every situation is different. Even though something that you're going through may seem like something that I've gone through, I can share my story with you, but it may not be the exact same journey. I may have had more help than you have, or it's just different. There are different factors that come into every situation, but understand that you're never by yourself. You're never alone. There's always someone who has gone through something similar or something even worse than you. When I was in my situation and realized that, you know what, it is time to go, and I prayed the prayer that we all pray, God, if you get me out of here, I won't come back again. I promise. I prayed that prayer before, same situation. This time it was more difficult. It was the abuse behind it was there was more abuse this time around. And I said, God, if you get me out of this situation this last time, I promise you I will not come back. I won't. And he got me out, and I didn't go back. But I had to make that decision for me. You have to make that decision for you. Like I said, take every day, sit down, write down your pros and your cons. Figure it out. Pray. Know that you have the strength that you need to make the decisions that you need to make the moves you need to make. You have that strength inside of you. You are stronger than you know. And a lot of times we don't realize the strength that we have until we're confronted with a situation that we feel is bigger than ourselves. So that's my piece for today. Protect your peace, because I will fight you for my peace. So reflect on all the great things. Take a moment to yourself. Breathe. Take it all in. I love you. Love yourself. Be you. That's all you can do. And if somebody doesn't like it, then that's their issue. It's not yours. Love, live life.